Good evening, everybody, and how the devil are you on this? What sort of night? I can't tell. It's dark outside. Anyway, it's that sort of night. Hope you're all keeping well, fit, and healthy. I will bring in the usual crew of reprobates. I've only got them signed out for the day. I've got to take them back after the show.
You ain't seen me, right?
This day release is easy, isn't it?
So we've got Scott, the Blue Light Turner, who is busy building a small spray booth for doing some painting in. We've got Dale, who is sporting a very snazzy green bow tie. I'm thinking about starting to call him Duffy now.
Oh, go on.
That's an NCIS link if you didn't know.
Yeah.
And we've got Mark, the Duty Boot. So I will put these guys back in the background. They're going to be keeping you up with the chat and everything, and I'll let you see what we're going to be doing tonight if this camera works. Right, so I've got a piece of yew on the lathe. It's 12 inches long. I've taken the majority of the bark off. The rest of the bark will probably end up flying off while I'm turning, so I'll have to be aware of that. And we're going to be turning a potpourri pot. So about a third of this is going to be the lid, and then we'll have the bowl, and then we'll have the stem and the foot. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll shift my keyboard out the way. Shift my stool out the way. And we'll get some turning done.
Oh, shall I read out who's popped in to say hi?
Yes, please.
Okay, in no particular order. So if I miss someone, please don't be offended, particularly if you're called Jennifer. Wood Wizardry by Colin, Shay, Tommy, John S, Mike the Midnight Joker. They have a lovely, good Lord, Jennifer Stroughton. We have Circular Keith by Wood. We have Brian Anderson. They have a lovely Mr. Mark Pritchard. We have John S. Oh, what are we missing? Some character from Beard. We have Malcolm Douglas. We have, missed one there. Andy Heath. Go away. Pop up there. Robert Nye. We have Barry Titty. We have Leroy 500. We have the we have the lovely Mr. Hodgepodge himself. We have Robert Dolman. Where are we now? We're kind of getting down into the bottom of the run. We have IDR Wood coming. We have the ever lovely and one and only Dara Colin. We have, coming up the bottom end of this now, we have Colin Izzard. I've said Colin before, I don't know. We have some Kentish reprobate, Mr. JP Woodwork. And as we go down a bit further, we've got Tommy Dunn's in, Paul Lockwood's in, Christina Michael's in. Hi, Christina Michael. Julian Clifford. Well, that jumped a bit there. Where did that go? Julian Clifford. That's what you get for not being nice to people. We have some character called the Blue Light Tumbler. We have Mike Doyle, Lewis from the Klondike Craftsman. We have Barry Lebrau, Dory 60, Robert Feldman. Still coming here, my word. Pete from Twisted Trees. And I think that's rapidly running out of folks. If I've missed anyone, David Miller. If I've missed anyone, please put your name back into the bottom.
Did you get Ian the Monkey Hanger?
Ian the Monkey Hanger? Was Ian the Monkey Hanger in? Steve Jormans is in, too. Hey, Monkey.
Please tell me you said Jennifer, because she gets really upset if we don't.
I know Jennifer. I know Jennifer. I mean, I don't see Jennifer when she's in the chat. I've got a blind spot for Jennifer. I mean, if Jennifer's in the chat right now, I didn't obviously say Jennifer. I mean, if Jennifer was in the chat and Jennifer was hearing all this, she'd know that we deliberately not avoided Jennifer. You know, so please, Jennifer, don't be upset. And on that note, we have a lovely LA2 Meadow Designs. We have Steve Jobbins, Colin King, and Matt Held. Sorry, Matt, missed you earlier.
Paul Lockwood says it's just like listening to Ken Bruce in the afternoon.
Good Lord.
Ken Bruce isn't done in the afternoon, he's on in the morning.
Oh, all right then.
I'll start doing Popmaster soon.
I thought it was on in the afternoon.
Half past 9 or 12 o'clock in Bruce.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Ah, there you go. Doesn't he do Sunday love songs as well?
Yes, he does.
Talking of JP's saying he wishes he could be an earworm and join the reprobates. However, the mixer's going because his mum's making gypsy tart.
You know, I know a guy
wanna
that's got a workshop with internet.
I know, but what I want to know is why there wasn't a gypsy tart there on when we were down.
Oh, yeah.
Because he couldn't get in touch with his relatives.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Mr. Page. Oh, Douglas Mungham's in the chat. Hi, Douglas.
Hi, Douglas.
Ian the Monkey Hang, I'd like to know what you're turning.
Right, what I'm turning, it's
Piece
going to
of
be
you
a,
by the looks of it.
yeah, it's a piece of yew, and it's going to be a potpourri pot on a stem. So the top third of this, or however much, is going to end up being the lid. Then it'll have the bowl part, which will have some holes drilled in it, and maybe some saw slots put in it as well. Then a stem and a foot. That's basically what we're doing.
I have a question.
I'll just get sorted for the top now. Now I can start doing a bit of shaping now.
I have a question. Which one of us was in first?
Scott was.
Scott was?
Yeah. Joe's in. Ellie Two Meadows says, that's what my mum says about Dale. What's that, Ellie? That he sounds like Ken Bruce?
Hi, Joe.
Or he's a reprobate?
The latter, I would expect, possibly both.
Hello to everybody else as well, by the way.
You are Northern.
I'm properly Northern. None of this pretend Northern. You know? My family hails from Caithness.
Question for you, Dale. Barry would like to know, with Richard starting back next Tuesday, will you be doing another evening instead?
I hadn't planned to, Barry. To be honest, I don't mind helping out Richard and covering the spot for a little bit, but it's properly difficult most weeks to be guaranteed to be able to get the time because of work. Whereas the reason I originally chose Sunday afternoons was because I can usually guarantee a Sunday afternoon. So what we might do is we might, return to a good old Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening spot in a more traditional sense.
Yes, Joe. So Paul Lockwood is saying, I'm prepared at work tonight. I've already got the warehouse computer on this live feed ready for when I head down there.
Good man. Extra views.
Yeah.
I had loads of extra views the other day when Dr. Bob was in.
Yeah, you had 19 extras.
Yeah, 19 extra because he had a load of veterans in the surgery in the waiting room, all watching.
Cool. You got 79. Oh no, 80 in Wayne.
Grand. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to start doing a little bit of shape on the lid, just so I don't have to do it afterwards. But if I do this afterwards, I'll be turning very close to the chuck.
Mark, did you see that question for you from Douglas?
Yeah, I answered it in the chat.
All right, mate.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, I'm feeling much better, thanks.
It's much better now that you're feeling them. I mean, is there possibly some sort of dolly involved?
Hang on, lads. Look, we've missed Paul Smith.
Hello,
You
Paul.
missed me, lad. Yeah.
Hi, Paul.
And Shay says that earworms are deaf, Jen. What have we missed?
Oh, we've missed quite a few. And Wavy Woodshed.
Paul Smith, in case you missed, Wayne is turning a long-stemmed pot that he's going to drill holes in for potpourri, and it's made from you.
I think
Not for me
Douglas
at all.
I think Douglas is safe tonight because he's saying no ruffling of gaffer tape.
I've got another couple of meters with a delivery tonight.
Oh, see, I had them last night, and you didn't.
That's in.
Now I've got none.
Yeah.
Scott, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay, Doug. I'm getting there.
Standing on this.
Wiffy Woodshed says, "Hi Joe. Hashtag Joe is still waiting for a sofa."
Couple of people like we missed, like I say, Wifey Woodshed's in. We have Jeff Christie's in. Like we said, the Dutch Tunnel's in, and a couple of other boys and girls that we missed. Paul Smith is obviously here too, as is JP Woodcraft, who asks, I feel this question is directed at me, is that man meters or real meters? I don't care. There's enough jackets here to keep me going for 20 minutes.
Only 20?
There's only 4 boxes. What can you do?
Mate, that's like 10 minutes in my house. Andy's in. Hello, Andy.
Evening, Andy.
Mr. Bespooky. How the devil are you?
Oh look, Jennifer Stratton's in.
No, she's not. Can't see her. Blind to it. Blind!
Robin Frogard has just joined.
Young Altan Moore is in. Robin Thorogood is here too.
84 in.
They're on target. These on.
What else could you be doing on a Wednesday evening?
Well, my woodturning club is hosting young Mr. Carl Jacobson tonight in a virtual turning. I think it's the 3 clubs have all got together to afford them. So he's turning there tonight. So I was in there for a good little while beforehand.
See, our club hasn't done anything like that.
No, they get their act together. Young Herb Hooper, or Detective Hooper, is in the chat.
Hi, Herb.
That even sounds like a proper detective name, doesn't it? Who is this guy? Hooper, Detective Hooper.
Inspector Gadget.
Think what you're doing, Wayne. Think what you're doing.
It's more like Inspector Snuffbox, if it's Herb you're talking about. Mark's been let out again. Someone grab him.
I've escaped.
What we need to do is something. Oh.
Never take me alive, coppers.
Age Bespoke is saying, job hunting while watching, not working. Dad, you have my attention.
Cheers, Andy.
Aaron Nuremberg is in, as is Mike Doyle.
Get the rough and gouge back onto that, I think. Just to take it down.
Richard Phelan says, we wish I had a local club to join. Well, you could join Woodturn in 360 like I did today. For me, £5 a month.
What's that work out at? About 70 quid a year, isn't it? 60 quid a year.
Check the size of this. Yeah, it's fine.
Told you he would, Dutch.
Oh, what prediction was this, Mark?
I said to Dutch that he'd overtake me this week. He said, "Oh no, I won't." So I bet he will. Bet he does. Getting close.
I looked today. I'm only 3 away from 400.
Nice.
I crossed
You're not
the
already
1,000.
subbed.
I was going to say, sorry, Mark. I was going to say I crossed the 1,040 mark today. I'm now sitting at 1,043. I'm going to do a giveaway at 1,111.
So if Scott's only away from 400, if you're not already subbed to the Blue Light Turner, get onto his channel.
Find a link.
Right, that's about as thin as I'm going on that at the moment, because obviously I want to clean out at the end here.
There's a link for Scott's live tomorrow night. And from that, you can find his channel. Share the love, people. Yeah, see, Dutch, I told you you'd overtake me this week.
What are you sitting at the moment, Mark?
432. Dutch is on 437.
Oh, we got to behave now. The boss is in. Good evening, Glyn.
Hello, Glenn.
I do scroll saw. I'm not on the supported list. I don't have to behave. Woo, hee hee, ha ha. Hashtag Sofa for Joe.
Glyn went,
Neither
ooh,
am
I'm
I.
Spanish.
Hashtag for Sofa for Joe.
Ooh, Glenn says he's all spannered.
So's Joe. Look at that.
I feel Joe being spannered in this conversation is probably a good thing if Glenn is. And Barry Wood Creations is in. I feel I must have missed you earlier, Barry. I can't make out that one beneath Joe. Is that Guinevere Stratton? Not sure.
So Hodgepodge is asking, Scott, have you finished carving your pumpkin face? I did mine this morning. Jigsaw worked well. It's finished. The face is done. It's got ears. It's had another coat of stain. I finally left the workshop at 4 a.m. this morning.
Bear with me a minute, guys. I'm just taking the tailstock off for a second.
You should have just kept streaming, Scott.
And then got earache from the missus when she said, what time did you come in? I sat here in the hangout with the Dremel. Do you know what? I didn't even look at the time until it was time to go to bed.
Glenn offers, look, we're going sofa shopping on Friday. Give me a bloody break. Laughing face.
So going sofa shopping is one thing. You know?
Actually,
I went Tesla shopping. I didn't come back with one.
Andy's saying, me too, mate. Oops. That's because we were talking to each other, Andy.
Oh.
Oh, it ain't really. It's back colouring.
Yeah, tomorrow night is the top 4.
I have.
See you, Herb.
Brian at Hartwood Turning. That's a new name. Good evening, Brian. Welcome.
I think he was in the live on Monday.
We were working in horrible conditions Monday.
Yeah, being forced fed bacon sandwiches, I bet.
Yeah, we were like put in a corner, 3 of us all being made to work in the same little corner.
Social
Wayne,
distance, obviously.
question from Steve Jobbins.
Yeah,
Would a larger tool rest be better for hollowing that out?
it's a 12-inch tool rest.
I think he's being sarcastic.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
the
really
thing
like
is, Steve, okay, the thing is, when I'm actually hollowing out, when I get to the sides, my tool's going to be right across there, so I do need a fair-sized tool rest.
Young Zed for the zombie woodcutters in.
I should really get
Oh,
myself a
sorry,
gun.
and Aaron's got a question as well. I missed it. Sorry about that. What tool are you hollowing the inside of that with?
I'm hollowing that with a spindle gouge.
I was just going to say that the shop dog, the little white shite, is in the workshop, chewing on my bow tie.
If you do have a question, if you could start your comment with the word question or a couple of question marks, it helps us to spot them.
Yeah, that'll do quite nicely for that.
What's that, Clive? You don't think the tool rest is big enough? Oh. Adam didn't get as his neck the flaming thunder. Come back, the little bugger.
I know. Right, Tom?
Lovely people, that should be bad momentarily.
Start creeping up on how the top's going to fit now.
$89 in, Wayne.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. This is the piece of view I was talking about the other day that is predominantly sapwood, so it's quite grey rather than being nice and orange, because the heartwood is right towards the centre, and you're probably only going to see a lot of the heartwood when I get down to doing the stem.
Yeah, you got a super chat from JP.
Cheers,
Practice
JP.
piece? Practice piece? Question mark.
It probably will be.
Clive?
You talking to my dog or Clive Farron?
Clive Farron. I could say hello to Clive as well. Hi, Clive. Woof woof.
He's currently investigating the workshop. I think he's going to complain. I think he's going to complain. He won't understand you. He's learning a Scottish accent, so he uses it too far south.
I think he might leave a present in your workshop for you.
I don't think so. He's actually right now. He's attacking the stuff I just swept up. Oh, you little bugger! Come on.
Yeah, you have a super chat from Glyn as well.
Oh, cheers, Glenn.
Always are, JP.
Ow.
Right, I've left enough there so I can actually just get that sanded. So now we'll concentrate on getting it hollowed out.
What you chopped in that mock?
JP's super chat. Just done another one.
Huh?
JP's just done another super chat. Says, don't one up me with 99p, Glyn. Lol.
So I can confirm that the pup does like the the orangey bit Jaffa cake, but I wouldn't give him a whole one because the chocolate's bad for dogs.
Yeah, chocolate's very bad for dogs. As is
He's special to the spongy bit.
onions, grapes, dried fruit.
The question is, though, Dale, are you going to get him a doggy advent calendar?
No.
Why not?
No. At some stage, we have to teach him how to drink beer. Adam at I Love Woodturning says, hello again. I've now signed in with the correct account. Cool. Zombie Woodturner says, I really need to find a Jaffa Cake supplier in the US. You know, talk about them. Makes me want to have that experience. That you may be disappointed. It doesn't always agree with the American palate. It has to be said. Or the Geordie palate. Just saying.
No, that's just a personal preference.
Question there from JP for you, Dale.
I'd probably accept one. You know what I mean? If someone made one, I'm sure I could. It's not a bad shout. Get a squeaky Jaffa Cake toy for the dog.
What's a stroopwafel, Dutch?
Grand.
We call that a wafer over here, Dutch.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Senior has given you a super chat, Wayne. He says, and I'll quote him precisely on this, to the best puzzle way. Ha ha, tight wad.
You're doing well out of this, Wayne.
I feel this might be a poke at young JP. I'm not sure.
I feel it probably is as well. Move that back. Use a different Holloway.
Zombie McVitie's is the only version of Jaffa worth paying attention to.
Yeah.
Everything else is
inferior.
You know, it's like buying something you think is a Babe Ruth or something like that, and it's just fake. Sarah tells me that his local store has sold out at the moment. Courtesy of him. He is, of course, accusing me of causing the addiction. Wasn't me. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove anything. I wasn't there at the time. It didn't happen. Young JP is giving you a super chat. He said, "What was that, Glenn?" And the super chat
I'm quite enjoying this.
Bet you are.
It's the most money Wayne's earned in an hour for ages.
Wayne's new studio lighting was brought to you by Glyn and JP. Glenn, Wayne, Terry's got a question. Did you find out what was wrong with the power to your lathe?
No, it's still happening. I had the switch apart today. Absolutely no dust in there whatsoever. Unless it's the actual switch mechanism itself rather than wiring. But it's still happening. Oh, look, see, I pressed the bloody button and it goes straight away. Anyway,
Dodgy
right,
button?
I've still got a bit of thickness at the bottom there. I want to get rid of. Sorry, Dale.
Dodgy button?
I think it might be a dodgy button. I mean, it is. Oh, I don't know. Probably 6 or 7 years old now.
Them magnetic buttons can be a bit temperamental at times, can't they?
Could be. Could be. Yes. Tina says, will someone buy some please? He's skint now.
How many tins have we made this week?
Young JP says, will someone buy me some grit too? I'm skint.
I'll have to check and see how the thickness is doing.
Yeah, but I
hear a rumour.
Dutch says he'll get some microphone tomorrow, Glenn. Don't give up now.
I keep getting the blame for JP being skint.
Really?
Well, it's hardly surprising with the list you give him.
Mate, if you want your electrics done properly.
All I'm going to say is there is a rumour that JP will be finished the painting. I've seen some photographic evidence that would back this up.
There's a rumour that what?
That they finished the painting. I've seen some photographic evidence that will back this up. Steve Jobin says, can't blame Paul for trying. Paul Lockwood says, Glenn Senior, I was hoping for some free as my first tin is almost empty. Hashtag can't blame Paul for trying.
Yeah, that'll be a metal tin.
And GP says, run your first tin, Paul, you need to do more turning.
Paul Smith asks, when you use different tools to hollow out, could you explain why you're changing them, please?
Right. I changed from the spindle gouge to a hollower because I can't really get a depth of cut. It's okay for drilling a long way, but I can't really get a long depth of cut using the spindle gouge. It's not really strong enough. I changed from the small Simon Hope hollower to a bigger hollower because, again, it's a very small bar. And, okay, I'm only going down a couple of few inches there, but it's a very small bar, and it doesn't really, you start to get a lot of vibration at the handle end. The length of the tool is not a long tool anyway. So I changed on to the Sorby Sovereign. I quite like this as a hollower. It's not carbide, it's high-speed steel, so it is a scraper that's on there. A lot of people can't get away with them. I actually quite like it. I think it's not a bad tool at all. I'm only going to sand the 120 in the middle.
Colin says, that's why Glenn's skint is buying a sofa for Joe.
No. If you get a chance to see his workshop, you'll know fine well why he's skint.
It's all in boxes as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah. He's got a diamond belt in his box there somewhere.
He has somewhere. Let's see what fit. Well, mind you, I could tear that one down to the bottom.
The thing is to open the box before you need it, as I found out yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't got a drinking word for tonight, have we?
No.
Right, we're going to try this. See if this works.
What are you going to try?
Colin's asked the question, which I'm sure JP will be able to answer. Can you get negative rate carbide bits?
Yes, you can from Easy Wood Tools.
Yep.
They're the only ones that do negative carbide. I think they've got a patent out on them. Right, I'll get the bottom of the bowl shape now. I will put the shorter tool rest on.
Dutch is asking what melody is that to, Dale?
It's to Monty Python's always look on the bright side of life. I'll try and read it out, Wayne, so you get the idea. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're standing and pissed off, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the better. And always get your grit out and take some time. It kind of goes like that. It's a bit of work. I'll stick to the original one for the minute.
Yeah, Dutch says he's already sorry he asked.
I would be too. Me too.
Everyone's a critic.
No matter. Right. It's a bit of work. Hee hee. Oh, I'm a woodman and an eternal night. Oh, I'm a woodman and an eternal day. Eternal night and a fruitful day.
I wonder who does that.
From Aaron. Good one, like it, man. Vicky said her ears are bleeding, JP. That's just her bullying me again, JP. You have a word.
I'm not too happy with that shape of that curve there. So come back.
You have 82 watching, young Wayne, and 43 thumbs up.
Scott?
Yes, mate.
No 400, but
Whee! Thank you, everyone. Just another 32 to go to catch you up.
yeah, and 37 to go to catch Dutch. Well done, bud.
Thank you very much.
Martin from Woody's Creations is in.
Hey, Martin.
Streamers coming off of that rough couch. That was belting, that was fine.
I've done it again. I've put my flaming parking tool down again. Where's that gone? Bloody parking tool is the bane of my life. As soon as I put it down, it bloody disappears or buggers off somewhere else. I'm just going to start the parking cut.
Can we get Wood Wizardry by Collins channel link and get him in the chat? He's only got 122 subs. I'm sure we can get some.
Right. Anyway.
Clive Farron is asking, Wayne, are we still on for Fruity Friday?
Oh, yeah. Friday. Oh, yes. Yeah, Friday. Fruit. Yes.
Fruity Friday.
Fruity Friday, yeah.
Who gave it that name?
Not better.
There you go. There's a link for Wood Wizardry by Collins channel.
Please nip over and subscribe. Colin's a lovely bloke. Even if he does live near New Malden, it's wouldn't hold that against him.
He's a great supporter of everybody else.
Might buy you donuts.
Always first in the chats.
He's always in the first couple, if he's not first, isn't he?
Yeah. I tried beating him tonight. So I went in there at like 3 minutes past 7. It beat me.
Brent from Brent Bullcraft is in. Beecroft, sorry, my apologies.
Hi, Brent. Welcome along. There's Hodgepodge, which works link. He's only 17 away from 300. Doug. Doug Miller's in.
Hey, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Hello, Doug. Dara Cullen has given you a $10 super chat win.
Oh, thank you, Dara. Much
I think
appreciated.
he's trying to outdo the two cheapskates in the UK.
That's a good tip, Dutch. Doug says remember to watch at least 3 minutes of video, people. Otherwise YouTube will delete the sub on the next cleanup round. I don't think I've got 3 minutes of interesting video, have I?
Yep, happy with that. Grand. The lid will get sorted in a minute. Oh, got a bit of tear out there. Just have to get that sorted. It's better.
That's me told off then.
Well, who by?
Like Terry Bray says, about time I did some more videos. Yeah, I know.
Do one of your yarn bowls, mate.
Yeah, like I said to you earlier, that yarn bowl I'm doing at the moment, the customer has actually paid full price and I need it to be perfect. So it has to have my full concentration. I don't want to be worried about cameras and angles and sound. Just concentrate on the bowl. Yeah, good.
Right, I don't know if you can see, but on the back of my chuck, this is one of the first Evolution chucks from Axminster that came out. There's actually 2 lots of indexing holes. So I've made up just a small indexing jig. So I can just go into the slot there. And then we will set up the
Douglas has got a question, Wayne.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried a barley twist stem?
No. Right, so what I've got here, this is just a drill guide that I've made up. It's just a piece of dowel. This one's made out of elm. I turned it down myself. I've got a couple of holes drilled in there. I've got it set. You can buy these collars from Axminster to fit over your tool post. So I've got the drill holes set at center height. I've got the jig set up on the 24 holes round. So I'm going to do one every 2, so it'll be end up 12 holes round. I'm using Drilly's not so aggressive cousin. Look down, get that. Look
Question there from Doug Miller for you, Scott.
Where have I missed it?
Have you been able to get the calendar set up on your website?
Not yet. It totally slipped my mind again. I might even have a look after this. I'm going to be sat in the workshop talking to you guys. So while I'm talking to you guys on the Hangout, I'll have a look. I'm trying to remember what the password is for the website.
Whose website?
My website.
Oh, lordy da. You get you say every eh? Facebook not good enough for you, eh? It's about as far as I could take that.
I need it because I've got to put a page on there for the wife, and she keeps going, "When are you going to list my card?" Where are they? She's spending all her time making these Christmas cards and stuff. It'd be nice for her to try and sell them.
Everybody in the chat is suggesting alternative names for the drill. We've got Drillita, Drillosaurus, Drillinator, Drill Dog, D to the Rill, Drillzilla,
Drillosaurus Rex.
DR to the Ill, God's Driller. I like that one.
What was it?
God's Driller.
Oh, God's Driller.
Is that the Ryobi?
It's
Yeah.
it's me cordless Ryobi.
Yes. That's the one that Drilly's having the relationship with.
No,
isn't it?
no. Drilly's having a relationship with the corded Ryobi.
Oh.
Yeah, Scott, you don't want to be having a relationship with anything that involves batteries.
How do you know about that, Mark?
Friend told me.
You nearly dropped yourself in it there, son.
Yep. Drilladactyl, that's a good name. Changing the subject. Moving along.
What kind of batteries are we talking about here, Mark?
C cells.
C cells.
Seashell, she shells on the seashore.
Not a cluster of double A's.
I don't get that.
No,
Oh, yes, I do.
Sergeant.
Yeah.
The only thing that we're doing this, especially when the wood's thin, is that you can produce cracks, which I have done here. But we'll live with that for the moment and see what happens. In fact, I might just glue them just now.
Young Zed is passing on early Christmas cracker jokes. He says, "How come you can never tell if a pterodactyl has gone to the bathroom? Because the P is silent."
Oh, God.
Everybody else groaned as well, Wayne. Don't worry. You're not alone.
And the Zombie Book of Dad Jokes is available from his website at www.don'tlaughatthis1.com.
Zed, does Harry know you tell jokes like that? I'm sure he wouldn't be happy with it.
Tell you what, that's taking far too long.
Well, here we go. Here's Drilly.
Here comes Drilly.
I don't really like using drilling on this because if you're not careful, you can actually go straight through the far side.
Zed's got a question. Do you have to chamfer the drill holes?
I don't tend to, no. It's actually a lot easier doing this, especially if you're doing the saw cuts as well, to put the saw cuts in first and then drill in the end of the saw cuts. How are we doing on time?
57 minutes.
Yeah, loads of time, mate. Loads of time.
So I've offset the holes. I think, as you can see, as it's coming round. And if you're wondering why there hasn't been any photographs up of the wall art thing I did the other day, is because I'm not happy with the paintwork. I think it looks absolutely bloody awful, so it's getting redone. Right, so that's the holes done. And what I'll do, I'll just pop this off here and stick it onto the jig with my Dremel on.
Mike's asking, have you missed a hole in the first row?
Have I missed a hole in the first row? I don't really want to take this off the thing at the minute. I don't think I did. I will double check though once I've done this.
A couple of people are saying you missed one.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, you're right as well, I have. That wasn't very clever, Wayne.
God, you can't get anything past this lot, can you? Who was that? That was Mike and Terry.
surprisingly, Wayne, the watching your lives works really well with a playlist of Elvis Presley on.
All right. There we are. Well spotted, you lot.
Midnight Joker says he was trying to distract himself from the bad dad jokes by counting the holes. Either that or it was OCD.
OCD, overcounting disorder.
Is that what it stands for?
It'll do. I think we all know what it properly means for, but in this case, overcounting disorder. Oh, hello.
Right, what I'm going to have to do here is probably take this out of the tailstock.
See, Hodge just taking the joke. Wayne, he says, Dale, are you listening to Only You?
Well, guess what I've done there? I've only gone and super glued the bloody bolt to the top. That certainly doesn't help, does it? Oh, Wayne.
You need a finely calibrated state-of-the-art knockometer?
No, I don't.
What's the plan?
It's going to have to be a very thin parting cut.
Got any debonder?
Nah. Right, now the stem on this isn't that thin, but if you are going to be doing anything that has got a thin stem and you need to stop it for any sort of reason, you want to start it back up, you're always as well turning the lathe down and then turning the speed back up, just in case.
I reckon this part should go to a bridge over troubled water.
Zombie Woodturner says he's been off his OCD meds for almost a year now. Or 11 months, 12 days, 3 hours and 7 minutes to be exact.
It's gone well, Zed. You never took it down to the seconds and microseconds. Going well, sir. Keep it up.
He also says he doesn't have OCD, he has CDO. Same thing, just in alphabetical order, like they should be.
That bloody glue's gone all the way through to that thing, hasn't it? Right,
Yep.
design change. Here we go. It's only a design change on the top.
Zombie saying that he'll find a dad joke that makes Wayne laugh, as God is his witness. That really has gone in, hasn't it?
Oh, sugar. We're all right. Nothing to worry about.
Can't see it from my house.
No, we're fine. We're fine. I am just going to quickly. There's still a bit stuck in there. Come out, yes, daft sod.
Thomas Kovalik says he gives you a super chat for $9.99. He says, appreciate the lives. I've learned a lot.
Thank you. That's it. Right, I'm just going to quickly take this bottom bit off on the bandsaw. So you probably will hear it start up.
Piece of a bandsaw.
Now I just need to have a double check just to see if it still fits.
Rex B's got a question.
Yeah.
Do you sharpen your Forstner bits or just buy new?
I sharpen my Forstner bits with a diamond card.
And Douglas has got a question.
Yeah.
Could you use a small drill, then the size you want, to stop the cracking?
You possibly could. Right, now let's see if I can get this thing set up.
Zed, I actually like that one. That's a good one. Zed said he was going to tell a time traveling joke, but us guys didn't like it. It's better when you told it, Zed.
Insane. I say, oh boy, are you mad? Well, he looks mad.
He sounds mad.
And he's on the television. I think we should put him down to. I don't think we should put him down as definitely, probably mad.
I've made a note.
You two are mad. Stark raving bonkers.
Zed's desperate, Wayne. He says, come on, Wayne, just a chuckle. That's comedic gold.
I'm constipating here.
Zed,
work it out with a pencil.
Bronze. Comedic bronze, mate. I don't think it was comedic gold.
Can we welcome to the Heath Robinson Appreciation Society with Wayne the Woodturner? Tonight's contrivance.
He does like a jig, does our Wayne.
Does like a contrivance.
I've never seen him dance a jig, though. Have you?
No. Don't hold your breath either, Scott.
No.
I reckon when it's an appropriate amount of Japanese whiskey, we maybe would get one out of him. Have to be carefully balanced. Too much, and he'll just sit there and giggle. Too little, and he won't move. There's going to be just a sweet spot.
The bloody top one I'm supposed to be going for.
Steve Ash has a point, young Wayne. He says that we should wait. We should point out to you the wine won't stay in this goblet.
Oh yeah.
After this live, I don't think there's going to be a wine glass involved. It's going to be straight from the bottle.
No. It's you've got to, when you're doing lives, if you go wrong, you've got to try and fix it.
True.
Right, am I ready? No, I'm not, because it needs to be bloody plugged in, doesn't it? Oh, that's drolly upset. I've just unplugged them.
Oh, no!
Hashtag the Jedi in full concentration mode. These aren't the jigs you're looking for. Move along.
Upset Drilly.
Young Zed says this is Wayne's taking a Pythagorean.
Pythagorean.
No, I like my way of saying it. I was desperately trying to do an accent with it and failed. It's more like a northern antikythera mechanism.
Yeah. Drummer's getting old. This is some cheap old saw blades I bought. My quick release blade that I use is basically blunt and wouldn't cut this.
Various suggestions about swapping the Dremel out really have been made.
What I had on my old lathe, I had a metal jig built, and I actually got a saw blade and just fastened it to a bolt and fitted that into a drilly. That worked brilliant, that did. Nearly turned the lathe on there. That would have been clever.
Has anyone seen the spoon?
Anyone seen the what?
Spoon?
Spoon?
Yeah.
Nah. Chopstick.
Use a pen mandrel. That's what I use.
Found it. It was on the wrong hook.
Oh yeah. You know, we need herb for this, yeah.
We're getting there.
Lewis is saying these jugs are great win. The camera was saying, what was the last thing that went through the fly's head when it hit the wall? His bum!
How are we doing on time?
Fine.
9:15, sir.
All right. Right then, get rid of this.
Zombie saying the man is a rock. Nothing makes him laugh. There you go,
it.
Zombie. You hit it.
Oh, come on.
Dead or alive, you're turning with me.
Right then, and some 240.
Cracker Jacks in the chat. As is Barry Lebrow has returned,
Buzzard, bro.
having been out conducting the sabotage in the name of the Sheppy Resistance.
It's Trafalgar Day today, isn't it?
It
Is it?
is all day.
Colin's asking, would you ever turn in a kilt? I do.
Me?
Yeah.
I would.
No, I'm not Scottish.
I would.
I do. Yeah, I'm half Scots, so I'm allowed to.
I can
I don't believe
wholeheartedly
that.
recommend getting in a hot, warm day when you're doing a bit of turning, making sure things are swinging around in the wind, but yet safe.
Yes. There is even pictorial evidence of me stood at the lathe in my kilt.
I want you to stop there because I've just formed a horrible image. Thankfully, the outcome is in man-inch, so we're all right.
Shall I get mine out tomorrow night?
Good Lord. Steady on. What were we talking about?
My kilt.
Oh, yeah. You could do.
It's Halloween. We said it'd be spooky. She's got in a kilt.
Scary would be the word I was after. But anyway, possibly horrific.
I could open my spotter and put my
Would
shavings
it
in there.
mean
Yeah.
we'd have to face your knees?
It would. My knobbly knees.
I'm just going to use lemon oil on this.
Oh, great. Oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah, well, in fact, no, I will use grit for grit. If I've got to clean out the holes afterwards, I've got to clean out the holes afterwards.
So, for those of you that haven't seen yet, Drilly does have his official merch. There's the link to the t-shirt.
That's Yorkshire grit on. Turn the speed down. Get that worked in. I'm going to have to spend a bit of time on this, sanding the inside again to get all the bits off the inside.
There's 2 questions come in.
Yeah,
One from Terry Bray. Will you sand the inside after drilling?
yeah, I think I just answered that.
And Pete has asked, Wayne, have you needed to strip and lube the tailstock on your 1628? His is really not spinning as free as he would like.
Right. There's 2 grub screws on the handle. There's 2 grub screws on the handle. Loosen them off, and then basically you just back it off, and it'll screw the whole spindle out at the back. And then you can get it cleaned up, get it lubed and everything. It's quite a simple job. I'm using some Hampshire Sheen gloss finishing wax.
I just had a thought, Wayne.
Yeah.
That might be a good little mini live or a pop-up live lathe maintenance.
The only thing I've done is the tailstock. And that's because of, like Peter was getting very stiff to turn.
So there you go.
It's probably, to tell you the truth, it's probably due bearings and belt, this lathe. So I may well do that once I get round to getting new bearings and a belt. because it is pretty pointless. Mike Walt did one, and he said it is pretty pointless because you've got to strip the head down to change the belt. So he said it's pretty pointless stripping the head down just to change the belt when you could change the bearings as well.
Right.
Do it all in one go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, I've still got bits and bobs in here that I'll have to get rid of, probably by hand. No, I think with the last time I did this, I think it was Dale asked, can you actually drill the holes first and then do the turning? Yes, you can, but you've got to be very, very careful. I remember doing it in a live for a Christmas ornament. Was either last year or the year before, one of the two, and I actually blew it out. So that's not a good thing. I'll just blow some of the excess wax out. Right. Don't need that. I'll part this off now and quickly finish the top. We'll rest a little bit on the low side there.
Klondike says that would look awesome in walnut with smaller holes and copper wire laced through in place of the slots. And Pete says he did that on his old lathe. As you say, most of the time is on stripping and pulling apart just as well to change everything.
Yeah.
Makes sense while it's in pieces, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so that's that bit done. Just
I
quickly
need
finish
to
the top.
I need to have the beast headstock apart and give that a good clean out. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, mine's due clean. I've done it for a couple of months.
I've never done it, Mark. There's only people talking about it.
Yeah, but you don't use it as much as I use mine, because that's my only lathe.
Yeah.
When Keith gave me the advice a couple of months ago about how to clean the Reeves drive, he did say you should do it every couple of months.
Run it till it's dead.
What the hell?
Run it till it's dead.
No, because I can't afford a new lathe.
Then
no.
replace the parts that are faulty.
Well, I
We
talked
know a
to
man
Jane.
that can do that.
I talked to Jane about that lathe that you pointed out today, Deal.
And? Any thoughts?
She said, "Can we
No.
afford it?" I said, "No, we can't."
Oh, that's a shame.
I wish.
What was it?
The one down in Axminster.
355.
Oh, the little one at Axminster.
100 odd quid cheaper.
Yeah.
200. Nice little machine. Not too heavy. Well, cousin to the Jet, really.
All Dan's having to go. See you later,
thing
old
that I
Dan.
like, the thing that I like about it is it's M33 thread on the spindle.
kind of where I took a little shine to it, and I was like,
Deb's had
all
to
of a
go back
sudden
to
it
work.
affects Chucks. Who has?
Deb
Oh man, keep your sympathy.
and Shay.
Keep your
Shay.
sympathy.
Whoops. I'm having a fine time tonight, am I?
A dose of the dropsy, a bit of the sticky. You're doing goblets. You've been watching Mike Wall. I mean, this is doing a fair bit of flying.
No, it's only this bit that's flown.
You know? If it goes again, we may have to start referring to you as the next bus driving wood ninja.
Why bus driving?
Huh?
Why bus driving?
Because that's what Mike
Why?
Wall does.
Oh, yes.
We've had a recommendation in the chat, Wayne. If it comes off again, super glue it to the chuck. Douglas Mungham saying, is the bandwidth playing up? No, sir, it looks fine from here. Looks fine from my end. Young Adam, I Love Woodturning says, question, any recommendation for YouTubers to look at for the use of OBS Studio and setup?
You're the one
What was that deal? I missed that.
Someone, Adam, I Love Woodturning, looking for some recommendations of some folks to look at for the use of OBS Studio and setup.
All right.
Loads of videos on YouTube about it. They'll help set mine up. Can you, mate?
No. I'm taking the fifth.
Good
Be
plan.
modest.
You know, at Christmas, you always get that relative that buys you that naff pair of socks. Well, you always get a naff pair of socks at Christmas, don't you?
Do you?
Yeah, most people do. No, with Christmas coming up, Wayne, and naff pairs of socks, you can now get Drilly Fan Club socks.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I won't be buying any of them, Scott. That is, I have got to say that is something that I very, very rarely wear.
Any wear particularly long ones after I was assaulted with a hammer the other day?
Who assaulted you with a hammer?
Andy, you
I
attacked me with a
missed
hammer.
that.
I'm telling
I
you.
missed that.
He's a violent man, really, when he's a heart. Comes across as this gorgeously lovely, pleasant, wonderful human being. Put a hammer in his hand. Mad with it, he is. Mad with it.
It's quick draw as well. He's hammering it.
He is.
It's like the shootouts
Thanks.
in the West End.
Hmm?
It's like the shootouts in the Westerns.
There's a link for your live tomorrow night as well, Scott.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Just in case you've forgotten, Scott.
Yeah. Got to dig a blank out.
Good lord.
I might have to make a blank.
Oh. Can't Keith help it? He must have one.
Well, because I want to do a witch's hat, I want quite wide at the bottom, quite. I need to have a look.
The fine wide at the bottom.
Scott, Lewis wants to know how much is the pumpkin cracked?
Quite a bit on the top, but they're not big cracks. They're only little cracks, and it's added to the spookiness of it. And someone last night suggested about fire, didn't they?
Hmm?
Someone last night suggested.
I think that was Hodgepodge. It was either Hodgepodge or Douglas, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, I applied quite a bit of sanding sealer, and I wanted to dry it in a quite quickly earlier on, so it met some flames. I probably want an 8x2 bowl blank for like the rim of the hat because I'm going to carve that. No hobby. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to have a look. And obviously the point for the witch's hat, but Andy's asking, Wayne, if you don't wear socks, do you wear tights?
No. I don't think I've worn a pair of socks since I retired last year.
Cool, that's high pitched.
Hodgepodge made a witch's hat for a beaver. I love his little beaver, I do. Makes I laugh.
Makes I laugh.
Right.
Are you joining the Wordles?
Well, I do live in Cornwall there, me lover.
Are you a cider drinker?
I is. I drinks me cider while I drives me tracker.
I can't read and I can't write, but that don't really matter. Because I come from the West Country and I can drive a tractor.
Aye. I'll get round to it directly.
I miss my tractor driving days.
Do you know, in all my life, in all the things I've driven, I've never driven a tractor.
So, I don't have towing on my license. but I quite regularly used to go and help a friend with the harvest, getting all the grain in. I had a big John Deere with a big tractor full of grain on the back of it, and then realised, oops.
Scotty Massey Ferguson.
No, it was a John Deere.
Driven cars, bikes, buses, trucks, Arctics. I've even driven a tank. I've never driven a tractor.
I drove a tank when I was 14.
I'm that old. I don't need to have a towing part on my license.
Yeah, me either. Granddad's rights. Dr. Bob's been in the whole time, but he says he forgot to check in. Hi,
Oh,
Dr.
hiya,
Bob.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
I also still got a track license on my license. Right, let's see if I can get this grain lined up. There we go. Right, I'll bring my stool in, change the camera.
Oh, don't bring your stool. Don't bring your stool in, man. Just leave it where it was.
Bringing my stool in.
You know.
Have you put it on the Bristol chart?
No, I'm not putting it on the Bristol stool chart.
He's wet and it's quite hard. You know, been a bit yellow. What does that say?
Oh, blurry eyes.
Turn that around a bit. It's better. So, guys, yeah, you're going to see some shavings and stuff still in the holes there. I'll just get the drill by hand tomorrow at some point and clean that out before I take photographs. So, what do you think? Not too
Awesome,
shabby.
man.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's nice.
Yep. Like that.
So what was that? That was 3 of the jigs I've used tonight. I think I used my depth gauge the other day. So, yeah, that's it.
Lots of good stuff
Yeah,
out
so
there.
talking about the Bristol stool chart, Scott.
Yep.
I used to train people to insert suppositories at one time, and I had a big blue box with a bum in it and a cotton bag with rubber cookies. all the way from rabbit dropping constipation to splatter.
Nice.
Nice. You don't get that in every life, people.
No, you don't. Let's have a look. Bring the other chat up. I prefer the other chat. That's better. Grand. Cheers, Keith. Brian, everybody. Oh, God, loads of people saying. Thanks very much, everybody. Very much appreciated. Yeah, we had a couple of mishaps along the way, but this is a live show. It's turned out not too bad. The piece of wood came from Scott, which means it probably came from Keith.
No, them bits didn't actually come from Keith.
Oh, right. So this piece of you came from Scott. A piece that I got from him when we were down at Deals in, God, was it July?
Yeah.
It's a long time ago now.
My God.
They come out of a container.
Rex is asking what you're putting right. Hang on a minute, Rex. I'll just get the tin and show you. Right. When I'd finished turning and sanding, I put on a cellulose sanding sealer. Then after the cellulose sanding sealer, I put on Yorkshire grit, which is an abrasive paste made over here in the UK. To get it in the States, you can either get it from Jeff Hornung at the Walnut Tree, or place in Texas, Woodworld or something like that in Texas. You can get it from. If you're in Canada, you can get it from Rob Summerlin at Woodsley Summercraft. He's the supplier over there. And I finished off with Hampshire Sheen, gloss finishing wax, food and toy safe. Again, in America, you can get this from Jeff at the Walnut Log. And I think, again, from that place in Texas that I keep on forgetting the name of. And in Canada, you can get it from Rob Summerlin at Woodsley Summercraft. So, yeah.
Cool.
Grand. I think that's about it for tonight, guys. I'm quite pleased with that, to tell you the truth. Quite pleased with that.
So you should be.
Yeah. Nice piece.
It turned out better than the last one. The last one I really liked the shape of and everything, but it was a piece of elm and it had that many bloody wormholes in it that
Woodworld of Texas.
Woodworld of Texas. Thanks, Dara. So yeah, that's us. Right, I'm about to press the button. I really appreciate everybody coming in. Any idea how many you had in?
You topped
We had
out about
84 at one point.
I saw 88.
All right,
I saw.
excellent, excellent. Again, thanks for coming in. I think tomorrow we've got Steve K, SK Crafts, at lunchtime.
Yep.
Tomorrow night, what's his name again? Oh, he keeps on falling down the stairs. What's his name? We've got Scott on tomorrow night. He's finishing off his Halloween pumpkin. Friday lunchtime. Oh God, that's me again. How many times is that this week? Oh, anyway, it's me again. I'm doing fruit. I'm doing fruit. I'll be doing an apple and a pear on Friday, and maybe I've got a piece of purple heart, so I might do a plum as well. I will be colouring. It'll probably be a what's the apples I do these? Pink lady. It'll be a pink lady apple, and it'll be a conference pear that I'll be turning on Friday.
Do we need to have a conference about it?
Nope. If we'll have a conference about it, it'll never get done.
Will it be a juicy pear?
Oh,
Will it be a juicy pear? Well, I don't know. Depends who's in the chat. Right, guys, I'm going to press the button. Thanks, everybody, for coming along, and I will see you soon.